Opponent's hitting .324 against him.
Jeremy Pena goes after the first pitch and tests Josh Rojas in his first big league game. One pitch into his major league season, Rojas makes the play. 4 innings for him, and then Lance McCullers Jr. on a pitch count of about 80 or so. Altuve will go down on strikes. It'll be the first strikeout for Wilson in the second out of the inning. School on the scoreboard today at Wright Field. As Walker goes down on strikes, Bryce Wilson, a very impressive first inning. 1-2-3, striking out Altuve and Walker to end the inning. In a big league uniform since 2022. And he does throw that first pitch sinker. It misses in for ball 1 as Chase Mydroth is the first batter Lance will face. Mydroth grounds one near the bag at third. Mauricio Dubon with a strong throw across, and Lance gets a ground out to start this one. Calling pitches for Lance McCullers Jr. 1-2 pitches lined into left field. Vargas has a base hit. He'll be the White Sox first base runner, and the first hit allowed by Lance in his comeback.
There we go.
Swing and a miss. Lance picks up his first strikeout since 2022. He gets it with the patented curveball. Hits this ball hard into left field. Altuve will play it on a hop. Heading from first to third is going to be Vargas. Throw comes back into second. That's the second hit allowed by McCullers. That was a sharp single by Robert Jr. April 17th. Has played almost every game since. There goes Robert. Pitches a strike. Luis Robert Jr., who leads the American League in stolen bases, has his 14th. Games out of 17. A little chopper off the plate. Lance can't get there. Can Rogers? Sidearm throw in time. Rogers takes a dive after making that throw as the Astros avoid a run. Yiner with a 2-1 count here. Hits this ball high in the air to left field. Back on it is Benintendi. And he makes the play in front of the warning track for out number 1. These guys know each other well, and Caratini wins that battle as he takes a walk here. He's the first Astros base runner. Now 3-2 after Dezenzo was ahead 3-0. Sharp single up the middle for Zach. He continues to hit well as he has the Astros first hit of the game. First and second with 1 out. Here's got an opportunity with a 3-1 count. And he takes it down and away, ball 4. That'll load up the bases for Brendan Rodgers. Astros with 3 consecutive base runners here. Rodgers goes down on strikes, missing a fastball up. Big strikeout for Wilson, and that's the second out of the inning. And that one's up the middle for a base hit. In comes Caratini. In comes Dezenzo. Throw to third is going to be not in time. Mauricio Dubon's going to head to second. And the Astros lead 2-0. Doobie. Jeremy skies one into left center field. Got under this, and Luis Robert Jr. is there to put it away for the final out. But a big 2 out.
He's able to command that to both sides of the plate as far as hitters. He should be in pretty good shape.
Into center field. Jake Myers has to go get this one, and he does as he eases up before he gets to the warning track. Field to Arizona and played with the Diamondbacks from 19 through 23. Swing and a miss. Lance has struck him out for a 4th time in his career. And that's the second out of the inning. And that one to the backstop will be ball 4. Pitch down and in, and it's 1-2. Lance had to throw 22 first inning pitches, and now again with a full count and 2 outs. And that's up and in, ball 4. So a walk, a hit batter, and a walk have loaded up the bases here for Chicago. Pop up on the infield. Brendan Rodgers drifting out. Zach Dezenzo in. Rodgers stays with it and makes the catch for the final out.
With that home run off Penn Murphy, got the Astros that win in game 3.
Jose Altuve goes after the first pitch of the 3rd inning and sends a ground ball to short. Walker sends one into shallow left center field, following quickly. That's going to drop in for a hit. Christian Walker has his 2nd hit of the series. A little flare into left center. That has to feel good. The White Sox. That ball hit hard to the right side. That's a base hit. Walker will stop at second. Yiner Diaz continues his fine series. That's now 6 hits and 11 at bats here in Chicago. Into center field. Robert coming on will make the play. Caratini flies out for the second out. Broke his bat. Little looper into shallow right. Palacios will come on and make the catch. And that'll do it for the Astros in the third. 2 hits, 2 left on. But now Lance gets a clean slate here in the third, leading 2-0. He'll have to cover first for the first time and does so without a problem. A little PFP here. A little tap of the glove as Christian walks.
Sunny day on Lake Michigan.
Swing and a foul tip caught by Caratini. Lance has his third strikeout, 1 in every inning. And 2 away here in the third. Caro hits it to the right side, backhanded nicely by Walker. He flips it to Lance for the second time in the inning. And there's the first clean inning of the day. Lance in a good place. He walked his first time up. Goes out to the first one here. Heavy. Drops it into right center field. That's going to be down for a hit. Jake on base for the 6th consecutive time in 8 of the last 9 plate appearances. He's rolling. Rogers hits it hard past the shortstop. Mydroth into left field. Back-to-back base hits for the Astros to start the 4th.
Wonder if he's kind of waiting in the wings.
And they even got younger today with their moves. Because Penn Murphy was sent out and also called up a guy who could make his big league debut today in Caleb Freeman. Runners were going, and that's a pickoff. Jeremy Pena and Brendan Rodgers tried to tie him up Bryce Wilson, but he stepped off and picked off Myers rather easily for the second out. And hits the ball into center field for a base hit. Rodgers will stop at second, so that pickoff really hurts as Myers probably would have scored on that single to center. Instead, it's first and second with 2 outs. Jose goes down on strikes, and that'll do it for the Astros in the 4th inning. 3 hits in the inning, 2 left on. Still a 2-0 game.
Sense that it would be post-game.
That ball hit hard, and that's a fair ball down the left field line. Andrew Vaughn, who hit the ball to deep center his first time up on a fly out, has himself a double here. First extra base hit of the day for the White Sox. He's a leadoff base runner in the 4th. Rojas grounds one to the right side. That'll move Vaughn to third. Brendan Rodgers makes the play, and that's the first out of the inning. Sosa goes after one over the zone. Checks with home plate umpire Shane Livensparger, who tells him that would have been ball 4. Oh, right there.
Are you kidding me?
Right
you missed
there.
that one.
Livensparger's been giving him. Ground ball towards the hole, cut off by Dubon, squares up and throws a strike. That's the final out of the inning. Lance McCullers Jr. ends up with. Will Venable really trying to stretch out Bryce Wilson today. We were surprised to see him out there in the 5th inning, and Christian Walker greets him with a first pitch single in the left field. Christian with back-to-back hits, and the Astros now up to 8 hits in the game. You can take it to the house if the Astros build the lead a little bit. Yiner pokes one into left, coming on Benintendi. He's going to get there for the out. Yiner knew it was hit too far because he never dropped the bat. There's the first out of the inning. That one's popped high in the air, playable. Third baseman Josh Rojas makes the catch for out number 2. Runs, no runs at all in 3 2/3. Dezenzo skies one high and deep to left field, and that one is gone. 4-0 Astros. Zach Dezenzo hits a 2-2 pitch out. That's his first home run of 2025.
Swung over the top of a 3-1 changeup. Got a 3-2 changeup down and in. And we have blast off.
Astros double up their lead from 2-0 to 4-0 thanks to Zach Dezenzo. Bryce Wilson went as far as
Triple Z. Zach Dezenzo.
That's 7 in a row for Jake to get on base. That OPS now up over 800. He'll be a 2-out base runner. There he goes on the 0-2 pitch. Rogers puts it in play. Nice backhand stop by Rojas. His throw in time to retire Rogers to end the inning. Astros get 2 in the 5th. For those of you who like Gusto as a starter, this is not a permanent situation. He's just filling in a role here while the Astros do have a day off on Thursday and Lance back in the rotation. But we fully expect Gusto to be back in that rotation. Just worry about the weather at that point. That one skied high in the air. Brendan Rodgers out. Zach Dezenzo a long run. Zach Dezenzo can't make the play off of his glove, and that'll be a base runner here with 1 out in the inning. Dezenzo had a long way to go, and Gusto missing in. We mentioned Robert Jr., who has a lot of 3 true outcomes, has another one there with a walk. Team leading 20 of the walk on the year, now first and second with 1 out. Hit hard to right field, coming on to Dezenzo. He'll play it on a hop. The bases will be loaded. Edgar Caro on a 3-1 pitch singles into right. That moves Benintendi to third and Robert Jr. to second. Juan skies one, shallow left. Here comes Altuve in, Pena out. Altuve will make the call and the catch. Tagging is a bluff by Benintendi. And that's a big second out for Gusto. Count to Rojas. That is off the plate. That's a 4-pitch walk. First time in Gusto's career he's walked 2 in an inning. This time with the bases loaded. Scores the first run for the White Sox. Is 4-1. There's a base hit through the middle. That's going to score a couple. In comes Robert. In comes Caro. Throw will be cut off. It's now a 1-run game. Lenin Sosa drives in 2 with a base hit. It's now 4-3. Got him. Oker continues his brilliant 2025 as he strikes out Michael Taylor. That'll be the final out of the inning. Exact same thing when he said that. What is he doing? It works out though. He hits the ball hard, but a nice backhand play by Mydroth for the first out. Hits the ball hard, but the shortstop Mydroth makes the play. Pena scorched that one, but he's out number 2. Syracuse in the Met system. Now his first time with the White Sox. He's moved to the bullpen. Altuve skies one to right. Michael A. Taylor, the new right fielder, puts it away. That's a 1-2-3-6. That's a walk. So Oker issues an initial walk to Mydroth, who now has.
This whip coming into this game was .33.
He allowed an initial walk, and now on a 3-1 pitch, he gets a pop-up. Christian Walker will make the play.
Yeah, there's all kinds of traffic right there.
Mydroth goes on the pitch home, and Caratini can't handle the transfer. Again, conditions are less than ideal. Throwing pitches out of the zone and not being able to. Ground ball slowly hits, going to stay fair. Dubon makes a quick throw. Nice play by Mauricio. That ball looked like it was heading foul, and then all of a sudden it moved into center field. We might have a tie game. 1 hot base hit to Jake Myers. He will not attempt to throw home, and we're tied up at 4. Luis Robert Jr. punches one into center to tie the game. There goes the runner. It's a pitch out. The throw by Caratini is not quite in time. Luis Robert Jr., who leads the American League in stolen bases, picks up stolen base number 14 on the year with the pitch out. 2-1, line drive, base hit into left center. That'll score a run, and the White Sox have come back from down 4-0 to take a 5-4 lead, scoring 2 here in the 6th after 3 last inning. Might be able to get the runner, but no, Caro's able to get there. That ball obviously slipping out of the hands of. That sky to left field. Jose Altuve will come in, look into the raindrops, and puts it away for the final out. Strikes of 27 pitches, same with Gusto. That's in the left field, coming on and making a running catch as Brooks Baldwin for the first out. In the White Sox bullpen. Look out. doesn't feel good on a cold and wet day, but Yiner gets hit by a pitch. Ground ball right side, backhanded, goes to second for a run. The return double play. Victor Caratini bounces into a double play. Nice play started by Vargas at first.
Outside of Chicago, the rain coming down heavy. The White Sox taking a lead 5-4 over the Astros. So we are not going to be able to start the bottom of the 7th inning. We're going to have to fill some time and wait a little bit to see if this system passes and allows the Astros to be able to come back in this ball game. Until then, we are going to send you